Abusia confirm breaking news and they say Kevin Taylor confirming. Then I say on my mind say on mobile issue who and also be issue military to take over. One million we say a confirm breaking news say more a provided standby military force. Let us say on my mind say NDC be retaliated during this recollation. And you know, put the army standby, Southern Command 89 soldiers. Ebusu means say me team because Mahama inauguration a bit me aba say emaso. Asem na bit me aba say emaso because the plotting and my plot here breaking news no say omo person will take it over. And they has already done the meeting with the military standby. Ebusu enti Mahama inauguration ebeba so ana embaso because plan on my plan is say I'm hand over Mahama no, and they are actually planning because I'm saying so I'm decline NDC seat now. NDC will retaliate tension beba krum and they will declare state of emergency. Now military them I take over. I will say oh who dey kono. Sir, it's breaking news no share more we be anko actually. Then who agenda almost set up because in the according to CI 91 I just say returning officer be declare a bar. You don't have to come to do real collation. The obet man say court. Na court na NDC for the injunction koto so a na eye judge or ten adwamo ye free so ese omunko e recollation. Let us say they want to temper the patience of NDC. Ebusia e dey bompa say Mahama the so yin beba so. Na de omu ye dey ase de omon pese be den e beba so. Omun pese Mahama inauguration ebe so yanko tis ansem for comment show I daily update so 24/7 ye adwuma and some dey ye be papa nyame show na yan Kesi
na ohwe sa interview na Omanhene was acting as if on Ghana, but he is supposed to have the forehand or that information. Do you remember? Do you know the report from EC from 2020 after the NDC petition here? Commander was supposed to read the report. And then after he reads the report, tell the communicator, said, this is what happened in 2020. And as a journalist, I am marveled. I'm shocked because these are the same principles we are supposed to apply. That is your job. You are not being biased. You are stating facts. So if you're a journalist on TV and you read the response from the EC to the NDC and you stick to the EC's own comment, point 13, that when coalition is done and then the declaration is made, nobody can do another recollation unless court orders. Now the question is, why are you as a journalist? I don't know how. It is not up to a pandit to say or panelists to come and tell you this. You have to refer them to that and be like, we need to stick to the rules. So you, the journalists, have to tell people listening to you that these are facts. And as a Ghanaian who also voted and a taxpayer, you believe that we have to have principles. And that if we say yes, our yes should be our yes. So then the person listening to you will know that you are doing a diligent job. Now, when somebody is frustrated because the law is not being applied the same way it was applied in 2020, you tell the person that they're emotional. You are mad. That is my problem. That is what people don't understand. And then that is why I have issues with majority of the people in our industry, in Ghana especially. What's today's this? So the breaking news coming in, Mame Famamo. It has been confirmed, and it's confirmed. Say, breaking news. I have a couple of them here. Breaking news. It is confirmed that 21 armored vehicles a takeover. Now, Rapid Deployment Force, RDF, stationed at Southern Command with 86 men, have been alerted to ready themselves to support tomorrow's exercise at the Electoral Commission. Similarly, men at the Southern Command have also received same instructions. Monitoring continues. And this is coming from our source in the military. Now, information reaching indicates that the EC may move the coalition to Burma camp. They might move the coalition to Burma camp tomorrow morning. The information are Esa Eba Ino Enie. The EC office from now till the dawn of tomorrow, the military will be taking over. They have deployed military to go take over the EC office from this dawn to tomorrow. 5BN alone has been asked to provide 80 soldiers, and the preparations are ongoing. So these are things that they are doing tonight. Now, remember, this is an intercepted message I want to read. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'll be right back. Making Bawumia more confident that they can still do this again. That is the thing. Because they believe that this they did in 2020, they can do it again, and nobody in Ghana can stop them from committing those crimes again. Court to commit the illegality. Inti Sabonia Jane Mensani MPP de Kufuadumu episode mu dino chana pano. Our court that is supposed to stand and defend us. Make sure the law has been applied well. No, the same court that is supposed to be the people's protector. No, the court is now the one leading the people who want to destabilize our democracy to do damage to us. Because how come that a law that was applied in 2020 during the elections, today we cannot apply the same law, and that we need to enter court? Now, and the what is say a year EC MPP for echo court, NDC court about how a coalition, the Electoral Commission, episode Obumra Sokeke. You see, before we entered court, no, na emrana ewo no, EC didn't kebuso, and that is what we need to understand. Before this case went to court, before NDC went to court, before MPP went to court, na Electoral Commission no, and a commissioner no, we boom run so, and we need to understand that inti chaos bia ABC no, Jane Mensa Electoral Commission no, they started the chaos because emrana chere say ye to aba ne declare abano ye kind ye collati nearby coalition center from polling station coalition center na ye declare abano ye ba coalition center na ye kind na onti asia me ensan kind biem ye kind wi a na ye declare the way we ni abana. After that it is done. Now the reason we can say na say hono unjintu abetu aba court no the betu aba court say is no at the end of the day omo kwan ma obi challenge, because at the end of the day the EC Nankasa cannot provide an evidence or evidence to support the claim say omo respective district officers and now returning officers in their respective constituencies, no, they were under attack or beaten or duress that they could not lift anybody's hand or could not, or they did not have the right sense, or they were not in their right senses to make a declaration. The EC till date, they have not been able to do that. It means whatever happened there was legit. So the court is not even supposed to come in. If the EC are able to tell us the law gives her the rights as the returning officer. Without the law making her the returning officer, Jane Mensa cannot make anybody president or announce that this person has officially won the elections. Critically looking at what we are seeing, the law after the day of elections, the law decided who won in Sawim, and the law was what guided the returning officer to declare the NDC as winners. It was the same CI 127, the same law that gave that returning officer the power to say that Dobe Kwabenya, the NDC candidate, won. The same applies to Obuasi East. So she does not have the right to take her own decision and decide, say, I am the EC board, so I do not recognize this law. The law took effect. The law was exhausted at the coalition centers. Because the law is bigger than J Mensa. You see, say in 2020, right after the election, you can say J Mensa as the electoral commissioner, the end to know when they win the election, or say the electoral commission is a body and she's part of the body. So she's not going to step out as an individual. But today, she's telling you that she, being the chair of the EC, she is telling Ghanaians that she has the authority to stop every the 9 constituencies from declaring who is their MP. You see the double standards here. Time and near friends that came in 2020, or say that the EC was sued and that it wasn't her. Today, she is using her authority over the law that is binding all of us. The law that is basically making this election. Or tia emranaso take on one decision amaye. You see the double standards. And then I make a say, all that is happening today, the electoral commissioner, Jane Mensa, on the bossman Asare, problem in the first place. They did it. Because there was no crime. No crime was committed from the beginning. They forced a crime on us. And a crime committee, and a committee crime, election. In Sawem Adwejiri, no electoral commission person has brought a doctor's report out that they were attacked. Till date, Domiko Abenya, nobody has come from there saying, no, or you're representative of the electoral commissioner. You're attacking, you're bono, they were under duress, they were being threatened. No documentation to prove to us, say, that is why they could not declare the results. Obuasi East, I've shown you the videos. You can go to Tema Central, you can go Okaikwe. You can see clearly that it is a deliberate move to distract this democracy. Now, they have pushed us to the point where Ghanaians are not reacting because majority of us, we have seen it say our democracy is more important than what Ekufuado, J Mensa, and the rest of the people want to do. And it's a West Steady Ghana for power. We are all quiet because we just want to go or to move all the way to the 7th of January. Nayen Swejo Mahama in. Majority of Ghanaians, that is what is in your heart. Majority of Ghanaians watching me tonight. The reason why all that is happening, people are angry and they are not reacting is because they just want to get to that point where total power will be taken away from Ekufuado. And you see, we have gotten to that point where it's murky. Bonica said it is murkier. Baby, I do know. It is say, ucha eye edua etare ebuon. So ucha ni Kesia. At the end of the day, eduana ucha no ucha, and so sikana udi cheduano na sikana ebuone se sikana no. Inti, it has become very murky, and that is the advantage Ekufuado wants to take. When you go out today and protest against what J Mensa and the EC are doing, you give Ekufuado the room to say there's too much chaos in the country, state of the nation 1 month. That means we will not be able to swear in John Mahama. That is one. When you sit back to and allow Ekufuado to suppress Ghanaians and destroy our democracy, he will take advantage of us, and at the end of the day, we will lose the democracy. What do you do? And then our person will hear as a young Ghanaian. When you go out there to protect your ballot, which you have to, which is a fact, which is a must, which is something every Ghanaian needs to do, You don't also want Akufo-Addo, who is now president, to take advantage of that and say, there are so many people on the street. They want to kill the EC boss. They want to attack the EC office. Into right now, state of emergency. We cannot do anything in the public for a whole 1 month. It affects the inauguration coming. You don't also want Akufo-Addo to take your rights from you, because yet to about nipa bi wuye, yet to about nipa bi ebreye, yet to about emra ebo omai we braka chere say we have the right to elect our leaders. You know you have voted for somebody who has won. You don't want anybody to take that too from you. So what do? You have to go and protect your democracy. That is what you can do. You need to go and protect the democracy that at the end of the day, you need to protect the democracy. So as a young person watching me, what do you want to do? You have to get more angrier. The same military that you are expecting to protect you is the same military that Nana Akufo-Addo is using against you. A letter was released by the Ghana Police Service this afternoon. And the letter, we'll be talking about it. But we believed in one thing. The judiciary, the military, the police, and these agencies, state institutions are there for us. And if not for us, the individuals, just for this country's protection. So today, the EC commits a crime. Jubilee House sits down and says, let's use the court. The court that is supposed to protect us. So they go to the court and they find a judge.
Stay tuned, stay tuned. Daily updates and some no yakwakuti agenda almost set up no. Oma planning so meeting. Omuba plunge this in country. Omumfa aye amamoni Emma Mahama. Say Akufo de Kianka. Say obe issue strategy. Now things are strategic na eno mu issue no. Say omuba koso aye chaos. Say the beya aye NDC intimi nyeden. Intimi embaba. Nyamisha stay tuned.